Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to our respected lecturer, Dr. Idris Osman. Today we will talking about company practices and selection best practices of a competitive organization. The company that we choose is Shopee. Before we start, I'd like to introduce the team members in this team, which are Adini Anissa Abdul Razak, Aina Alia Supaan, Umaira Idrus, Nurul Shakina Ahmad Jajuli, and Aina Shazza Zabidi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Shakina binti Ahmad Jajuli, and I am from BA 243 3B. You heard this sound everywhere, right? Even we at the shopping malls, at the working site, or even in the toilet. So often we heard this song. I bet you are not so curious about that song because you already know what it is. Yes, it is a Shopee company branding song. We will instinctively sing Shopee on branding song if we heard their name. It demonstrates how it has a significant impact on Malaysia. Not only do millennials understand how to use Shopee apps, but baby boomers generation are also interested in purchasing items on Shopee. Technically, Shopee native country is a Singapore, and they released the apps in mid-February 2015 as a mobile-centric marketplace where customers can buy their item on the phone and also sell their item on the platform. Essentially, Shopee provides a platform for people to sell their product and for people to buy their product. According to the director of the Shopee's largest staffing difficulty is that they must accept youthful employees when they just open and produce the company. However, Shopee saw this as both as challenges and opportunity. Hiring youthful employees will provide them with a new talent while also allowing the company to uncover new vital training that will help the company grow faster. The organization may also uncover new predators that it may use to train and hire people. It will encourage people to attempt new things, and the company will be able to expand along with the new phase.
I will explain and share about staffing models. In book, it's mentioned that there have 5 staffing models, which is staffing quantity level, staffing quality person or job match, staffing quality person or organization match, staffing system component, and staffing organization. The staffing model that practiced by Shopee is staffing quantity level. The company or the department in the company need to determine how many workforce quantity recruitment that was needed in the company. After they have determined or forecast the amount of the recruitment, they need to compare the amount of staffing availabilities. In the website of Shopee Carrier, they have their company or Shopee branch around the world. Then, when you see the country that have Shopee company, below of that, they have an amount of available position for employee at their country. The second staffing model that was practiced by Shopee is staffing quality person or job match. The goal of staffing quality is the organization want to align the characteristic of individual that can give result to HR outcomes. It means that when the organization want to choose the applicant, they need to check the KSAO of the applicant and see their experience to meet with the job requirement. If you go to the Shopee Career website, they have a list of job or position in the company that was available. Then, if you are interested to apply to that position, you must send your resume first to Shopee so the HR can know some information about you. Besides, Shopee also give a rewards and benefit to their employee. It also held an year-end awards for the employee that show a good performances for the whole year. The third staffing model that was practiced by Shopee is staffing system component. The first thing in staffing is interaction between the applicant and the organization, which means that the applicant need to communicate with the organization to make a good impression among the organization or among the HR. The next stage is recruitment phase, and the third phase is selection stage. The last stage or component in staffing is employment. In Shopee, they also practice this system because by doing this system, they can identify which applicant can meet with the job requirement and can meet with the objective of their company and can help them to achieve their goal. This system also very systematic and effective and easy to follow by Shopee in selecting a new talent. Let's move to human resource planning. There have 4 basic elements of human resource planning, which is forecast labor requirement, forecast labor availabilities, determine gaps, and develop action plans. For the company that we choose, which is Shopee, Shopee also use the human resource planning when they want to make a selection practices and tele-recruitment. There have a lot of strategy and planning that was made by HR employee of Shopee. First, develop objective of organization. Shopee objective is continually enhance its perform and become the region e-commerce destination of choices through ongoing product optimization and local user-centered strategies. By developing an objective, it can help them to be more clear about their goals to achieve in the future. Second, HR discuss about their potential strategies. There have a lot of strategies that was applied by Shopee, such as improve their work environment to make employee can be more comfortable at their workplace and to ensure that the employee can improve their performances. They also develop a learning and development program. Third, develop contingency plans. It was about their preparation if there have something happens in their organization, such as what if the employee leave the organization suddenly. And the last one is feedback method. Shopee make a pulse check every month to their employee to stay updated about their feedback and to make they can understand more about what is the need that the employee want from their organization. Then there also have other strategy or planning that have been made by Shopee, which is they take an aggressive way in recruiting new talent since they compete against more established companies that was same like them. During pandemic, Shopee is on the hunt for around 270 staff to match with their requirement. Next, Shopee have developed a learning and development program that allow them to bring a fresh talent pool and they will train them to be a relevant foundation of business. Besides that, Shopee also create a gateway career within the company and students to join their company. Shopee Singapore also held one of the biggest competition of data in 2019, which is National Data Science Challenge. The reason why they make a competition is because they want to find a fresh talent that can help them to improve their company. Next, I will share about job analysis. Job analysis is a process that collects the information about the specific job that include the skill, requirement, rules and process to create a job description. There have a way to conduct a job analysis. First, they need to gather all information about the specific position. They can gather the information by asking the employee in that department to ask about the tasks and the roles that they need to do. Second, evaluate the importance of each task and competency. Managers need to understand what skills was needed for the applicant to do their task. Third, revise the job description and standards. And the last one, publish the job description at website or advertise it at their social media. To relate with the company that we choose, Shopee also have made the job analysis to ensure that their requirement and selecting the new applicant and employees is based on the right requirement that they want. Shopee will provide a description of the job that applicant need to do when they get that position. If you go to the Shopee career websites, you can see that all the information that was provided by Shopee about that position is very detailed. It means that HR people at Shopee make a great analysis about that position to make the applicant can know what is the thing that need to do when they was get a job at Shopee.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Umaira Idrus. Next, I will be explaining about recruitment and selection methods and strategies for internal. Instead of bringing in fresh talent, the term internal recruitment process refers to promoting current staff from within an organization to a higher position. The benefit of internal recruitment process are saving time and money. The decreased cost of this recruitment process are one of its most prominent benefits. We can save all the time and money associated with looking for, interviewing, and choosing qualified new applicants by promoting current employees. For Shopee, according to their official website, the hiring internal procedure for Shopee takes place when someone is given a higher position. Shopee has a large number of departments. It offers employees the possibility to develop their skills and talents in many departments. Basically, if they are given the choice between a new department or a higher position, in order to preserve the individual's competence and talent, the job responsibilities are unchanged and kind of similar from the previous position. Having a qualified employee that is specialized for their position benefit the organization as well, since the person already knows what to do and what to perform in their work obligations. The company may cut down on the time it's required to train them. Shopee also creates talent development to create excellent and effective employees. The organization conducts intensive public relations and marketing about developing abilities. Because of how quickly it is expanding and how many new initiatives and projects there are, Shopee offers a lot of opportunities for employees to learn about various aspects of the company. Hiring people from outside the business gives company access to a new and a young talent who will contribute creative ideas. For Shopee, external candidates can submit application on their official website for a variety of positions. According to feedback from Shopee past employees, they support the idea of new applicants applying for the job there because of the pleasant working environment. Candidates from outside the company must meet the requirements specified by Shopee in order to apply for the position. They are then chosen to participate in the interview process as the last step in becoming a member of the firm. Next is decision making. Decision making is a crucial component of hiring. Every recruiter is aware that hiring the incorrect applicant can be a serious mistake. Organizational executive, HR professional and manager can make a final decision. These parties each have a specific information and perspective that can sufficiently assist in the implementation of the selection method. When we apply for a job at Shopee, the decision makers during the interview are the recruiter and HR interview business manager, Shopee senior leader, appropriate country manager. All of these steps made by Shopee is to make sure they hire a right person for the vacant position in their departments. Next is final match. Choose the applicant who perfectly suit the specified requirement of the position based on the data obtained during the recruiting and selection process, including resume, interview, test result, candidate ratings, background check, and the recommendation of the selection team. A final match happens when the offer recipient and the company agree that the candidate's knowledge, skills, ability, and other attribute, which is KSAO, and the job's demand and the benefits sufficiently match. By agreeing on the terms and conditions of employment, the organization and the applicants are obligated to work together once the choice to enter an employment relationship have been made. According to Shopee, when a candidate has applied for a position and gone through the interview and evaluation process, they will be given the opportunity to start working with them in the department for which they have applied. The applicant is required to sign a contract between the employee and Shopee in order to prevent a future issue after they accept the employment and agree to be bound by all rules and regulations set forth by Shopee. It is important for organization to prevent claims it is unable to keep and to guarantee that pledges are actually kept. In the event that commitments are violated, the dissatisfied party may sue the company in order to preserve both companies and the employees' welfare. This bond applies to many firms and employees.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aina Shazabudizabidi, and I will proceed with the suggestion for improving talent recruitment and selection practices. We move to the staffing flows. In order to fill various positions and tasks inside an organization, the staffing flow aids in choosing the best candidate with the necessary abilities, credentials, and also experience. The act of filling and maintaining the staff for various positions within an organization is also known as staffing. Next, the staffing aids an organization in acquiring a workforce because it is impossible for an enterprise to run efficiently without an effective and efficient crew or employees. It entails hiring multiple individuals to carry out various tasks in several areas. Next is the recruiting process flowchart, which begins with getting a work order and ends with onboarding the candidate. Employs symbols and arrows to indicate what needs to be done at each stage. There are innumerable what-if scenarios in recruiting that might derail the entire process. The recruitment flowchart can help to address this problem by posing the question of what happens if a qualified candidate cannot be located or if the candidate rejects the job offer. Henceforth, this is showing how Shopee hired their employee. Firstly, by applying for the position. Secondly, phone interview with their recruiter. Thirdly, online test or assignment if applicable. It just to ensure that the applicant know about the basic of their company. Fourth, face-to-face interview with their hiring manager. And lastly, waiting for the Shopee job offer. Next, we look at the staffing method or strategies. Firstly, the first staffing strategies include external or internal hiring as the crucial people activities of talent acquisition and talent development must coexist with an organization. Each tactic supports the culture of highly competent and engaged employee within a firm. Secondly, by understanding overstaffing and understaffing. Once a company suffers an unexpected boom followed by unexpected collapse, overstaffing frequently occurs. Meanwhile, customer satisfaction may suffer from the understaffing. Thirdly, the most frequent type of fit is person job fit or people job fit. Person job fit, which incorporates a candidate fitness for the responsibility necessary to succeed in a particular position, while people job fit and people organization fit are two main ways that organizational psychologists describe fit. While finding knowledgeable and qualified candidates is crucial, person organization fit has been associated with lower turnover, more organization commitment, and higher employee satisfaction. Understanding an employee's value provide advantage for far beyond the hiring process and may be helpful in creating successful teams.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Ainalia binti Supan. Today I'll be explaining about the next suggestions for improving talent recruitment and selection practices in terms of management and administrations. Management and administration play a big role in talent recruitment and selection practice. In Shopee, a position that is called a recruitment administrator will be responsible to perform the management and administrative duties. This role carries out all HR-related tasks and frequently deal with both internal and external clients. A recruitment administrator's duties include managing internal records, communicating with applicants, reviewing company policies and ensuring legal compliance, responding to employees' inquiries, and immediately scheduling interviews with potential candidates. Other duties include processing internal arrangements such as travel, training sessions, and team building activities. Now, my suggestions for Shopee's management and administration to improve in talent recruitment and selection practices is that, firstly, to find out the right job description for each available positions before the team publish the job vacancy to the public. This is because it can save a lot of time for HR to find out the most qualified candidate that is suitable for the position. HR do not need to go through many applicants' CVs and resumes that do not fit the right criteria for the available position. A job description is a practical document written in simple language that outlines the tasks, responsibilities, and goals of a role. It describes who is responsible for performing a particular sort of work, how that work is to be accomplished, how frequently that work is required, and how it links to the mission and goals of the company. Providing reasonable accommodation arrangement restrictions, defining titles and salary levels, explaining missions, determine which levels, conducting performance reviews, and using job description as a tool for recruiting are just a few of the uses for which they are employed. Job descriptions are helpful for creating legal criteria for compliance and career planning. It also can give employee to have a clear and succinct reference to use as a manual or guidance for job performance. Meanwhile, in supervisor point of view, similarly, a manager might use a job description as a yardstick to make sure the employee is fulfilling up to expectations for that particular position. Other than that, the management and administration also have to consider and normalize to perform online or virtual interview. Online chat, video or audio platforms are used to conduct interviews that are conducted remotely. The majority of online interviews are conducted via video, but the secret to utilizing these platforms effectively is to have a strategic approach to their use. Nowadays, with the help of technology, many recruiters have shifted to conduct an interview remotely through various platforms. The platforms are live video, pre-recorded video, and video resume. Now, why the management and administration must adapt to the new way of interview, which is online interview? This is because it can help to shorten the recruiting and selection process. Based on data global survey that done by LinkedIn in 2017, the average time to hire is maximum 4 months. For example, there are 30 candidates that are qualified for the management to conduct a face-to-face interview. You have to spend a lot of time to arrange the schedule that is suitable not only for the candidates, but also for the recruiters as well. After the management has spent a lot of time in arranging the schedule, they will also have to spend a lot of time in conducting the face-to-face interview. The recruiting process is improved for both the candidate and the recruiter when video interviews are recorded. Hiring managers can check candidates' response whenever it suits their schedules, and candidates can respond to questions whenever it suits them. By removing the need to account for transit time on either end, real-time video calls will still save your time. I guess that's all from me. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.
In a nutshell, Shopee offers so many job opportunities and they are so open-minded. They feel that every challenges that come in their company as well as opportunity that will help them grow faster and bigger. With that, thank you and have a nice day.
Shopee, beli semua mua di Shopee.